what most agents won't tell you about whenever the hustle stops working. What does that even mean in 2025? Going into 2026, everybody has had either a great year or a terrible year this year. There's been no in between. So I want to talk about for those people who have been hustling, have been doing great, and the ones who've been hustling, it seems like it hasn't been working out. I've seen a lot of people just running their gears nonstop and they can't seem to get anywhere. And I've seen other people that are actually working and they're doing great this year. So there's no in between. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Vic, what do you think? Oh, as a matter of fact, we do have a returning guest. Cynthia, if you want to let them know who you are, because it's been a few episodes since you've been here, and let them know where they can find you and what you do.
I am Cynthia Trevino. I'm with the Lumber Properties, and you can find me at Cynthia La Realtor in Instagram and Cynthia Trevino on Facebook.
All right, throwing it right back to Vic.
There you go. I think for the agents that are struggling, just like the agents that are having success, there is a common denominator there, and it's all about perspective. It's how are you viewing your business, and are you maintaining your business? I was reading a story this week on an agent, right? And obviously her transition is going into coaching, and it's like a normal kind of transition. As you start having a little success, you replicate 2-3 years of success, and then immediately you want to get into coaching. But nonetheless, she's had an impressive kind of workflow. She's sold over 500 homes in the last 6 years. I was verifying some of the numbers that she was putting out there, and her biggest thing was her plan. Well, one of the comments was, "Man, I really enjoyed her plan. I worked with her. She did great." And somebody asked, "Do you mind sharing it?" And the original poster said, "Yes, you can share it. Just email it to them. Like pretty much let them have the plan. They're not going to do anything with it." And I thought it was pretty funny because we say that all the time. We can give you the plan, we can give you the roadmap, we can tell you what to do, but ultimately you still have to work it in your business, right? You still have to use it. And she wasn't doing anything that we weren't. So what I thought was super crazy on this agent, 5 years, 500 homes, she has never done any type of farming. She's never done any type of area farming, and that is her big push for this year coming up. Her big push is that she wants to embrace the farming, embrace her area, embrace kind of the SCP frameworks that we teach here. And why we teach that and why we push that forward is because it's necessary. It's necessary for people to get to know you. It's necessary for you to be active in your market. It's necessary for you to do business in the places that you're already at. Right? You don't want to drive an hour for business. You don't want to drive 2 hours. So all of her breakdown came from the work that she's willing to do. And there's a lot of people that she gives her plan to. No one does the work. So, for hustle, I don't think hustling ever dies. I don't think making money ever dies, right? People are going to make money. But are you the one making money? Are you the one doing the work?
And I think that is the main factor there. And what we're starting to see right now, the division within our industry is everybody is working. And whenever we talk to realtors, even I have one on my team that I was talking to the other day, they're like, I just feel like I'm doing so much and I'm not getting nothing done. And I was like, well, maybe remove certain activities within your life. Sometimes you got to sacrifice your personal lifestyle in order to work on the things that need to get done. You got to put all your time and effort in there until it starts, reflecting. You start ripping the benefits of what you were doing. Because if you try to spread yourself thin, give some time to my family, give some time to my personal activities that I want to do and real estate. And if you're not already running on real estate, well, then you got to cut some of those things off and focus here for at least a short time, right? It's a season, is what people call it. It's not necessarily a sacrifice, but it's a season you got to go through.
Yeah.
They're busy being busy.
Exactly.
Just not doing anything productive, right? And I think that's one of the biggest problems, right? That people think that being on social media or being, going out there to events and doing stuff like that is eventful, when it's not. You have to put in the work.
And I want to shout out, our number one spectator here, which is Flor. She threw a great event this week. Back to this agent, that had some success. This agent's game plan for next year already has 11 preset client events for next year, and she uses that to bring her clients in to increase. So in our playbook, that is networking. That is networking to us. Bringing sphere into your, bringing people into your sphere. Bring your friends, bring your cousins, bring your relatives. I'm doing this for you guys. They're called client appreciation events, but really they're client networking events. They want to see who they know and no different than you go into a housewarming party. No different than you go, but you have a little more control. Right? You can get them dressed up. You can get a nice little charcuterie board. You can get some photos. You can do different things, right? Like your event was this past weekend. And it's really exciting. and they only get better. You get better. You get your costs down. You get more clients in, and you learn your pitch better, right? So it all takes practice. It all takes preparation. You don't just. I mean, I think this is your second year. I would assume that there's things that you want to do differently next year and want to continue to get better and build on those things, right? You don't just you don't just throw your first event and then, oh my God, it went bad or it went good, right? It doesn't matter how it went. You always want to improve.
You know, I just started interviewing. I hadn't interviewed for a long time. I want to say I haven't interviewed in 2 years or 3 years. I don't know how long. And I'm trying to go after team leaders, right? I want to hire team leaders. I want to hire, and maybe even brokers. There's some brokers out there that are having trouble. And some of the conversations that I have with them is baffling to me because, some of them have some good numbers or had some good numbers, right? And I ask them, well, what was the sales process or what are you doing? And a lot of people have been making money just off of their referral business, for years, 3 years, 4 years. And I'm like, wow. I said, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I guess if people like you or enough people know you, you can live off of your sphere of influence or just from word of mouth, especially in the Hispanic community, right? They're always going to get referrals. They're always going to get help, right? But that just leaves you kind of dependent on the market. Whatever the market does is what the business you're going to do. And I'm like, I just can't leave my business up to chance. I have to be proactive. I have to get out there. I have to do this. And once again, because Vic's saying that one of our agents has her events. These events are designed to do something, not to get people drunk, not to get people have fun, not to none of that stuff. It's designed to actually keep herself in these people's minds, to keep herself in their referral, in their sphere. And that's what's really hard to do. What's hard to do is to jump into somebody else's sphere of influence, And I really agree with that. But like I said, like Vic was saying, you have to go back to, doing the phone calls, doing the door knocking, doing the you have to sell, you have to talk to people. You have to ask for the business. Nobody asks for the business. People are super surprised. I'm throwing basic sales 101 at people and they don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Yet they have had great numbers in the last 5 years. So
yeah, for doing the work, back to like client events are one. The other thing that, even agents here at our brokerage struggle with, this is like the number one thing or advice that I would give into these years coming up. Following up with your previous clients is one of the hardest things to do, and it's one of the easiest things to do. Like no one does it, so I'm assuming it's hard, but it's the easiest thing to do because they've used you before. They already know you. More than likely, they've already had a good experience with you. You use our company CRM tools to follow up with those people, to send them their monthly newsletters. You use that to do home anniversary texts. You build that relationship through there, and they'd appreciate it. One of the things that I did when I was a producing agent, I would have my home anniversaries, and I would call the agent. I would never like say, "Oh, happy home anniversary," or anything like cheesy like that. I would just call. Hey, how are you doing? How's the house treating you? How's everything going? I would find out new things. Sometimes they divorced and I didn't even know. Sometimes they were having a new baby and they had to upgrade their home. Sometimes they lost their job and they were struggling. You got to be ready for whatever's on the other side of the door, but I was always ready to sell, right? So when I would have these conversations, it always lead to more business. And, agents here at Lionsgate Realty need to do that. I think you guys out there need to do that as well. You need to reach out to your previous clients. You need to see how they're doing. You need to, and you need to face that fear. If you felt that you did a bad job or you felt like you did something, face the fear and let them tell you. More times than not, they'd still want to use you if you had a little self-respect to have the conversation with them. And quite honestly, if you close 12 deals and 10 of them don't like you, maybe you should exit the business. I don't know.
Yeah, and another thing too, right? Like people out here, agents say, "Oh, well, I just forget, right? Like I'm on to the next one, and I'll forget to follow up with my clients." The easiest way, even if you don't have a CRM, is put it in an Excel spreadsheet, upload that to ChatGPT, and tell it, "Remind me every Monday whenever I check in with you. Give me a new set of 5 people to reach out to." Super simple. We have so much AI to be able to use to help us now to remind us. Even if you don't have a CRM, go old school, set up an Excel sheet or even a CSV sheet, and then upload it to ChatGPT. Tell it, "Hey, every Monday I'm gonna check in with you. Give me 5 new people to reach out to," and it'll put you on a cycle and it'll automatically keep it in there. Like you don't need to get super complicated with it, right? And the main thing is like even if you're scared to reach out to your clients, going back to the monthly events, it opens them up to making them feel like you're part of the family because they're there with you. And one thing that I really do enjoy about what we teach our agents here and what Floyd has taken and ran with is that these events, they're not for us. We're not there, hey, look at me, I'm such a great realtor. Is what can I do to provide for them?
Yeah.
We're doing some great family pictures for them here, right? We're providing them a place to come and chill, get some awesome coffee, get some of the charcuterie board, right? Hang out, interact with the other clients. Once they feel like you're part of the family, now they're going to start opening up, tell you, oh, my cousin is going through this, or I'm going through this, or we're thinking about this house is too small, or I want some land now. Now they're going to open up to you to where you don't necessarily even have to make that ask. Cynthia, what are you doing right now? Well, not to put you on the spot.
Yeah, you're putting me on the
not
spot.
to put you on the spot. But what are
You're
some
awfully
things that you
quiet.
would
What are
like
you
to-
doing?
Actually,
what
I
did they
had
teach
thought-
you? What did they teach you at Alumbra?
They teach me a lot of things.
Right.
Oh, I thought you were at Monarch.
Oh, wait. I thought you were at Marco.
No.
She interviewed there last time, dude.
No.
Oh, they have a Bible study thing that I thought was pretty cool. I actually sent it to Nate and Big. I said every Tuesday they do a Bible study there, and I was
That
like,
should
that's
really
pretty
do
cool.
that.
Bible
I
study.
told Nate
doing
he
that.
should be leading the Bible study here at the company.
I already lead the Alcoholics Anonymous group here. How am I gonna?
What
You
more
do a
is it
good
to add
job.
a
Oh,
15
man.
minute
You do a
little
good
prayer
job.
session after
I'm
it?
good, man.
You're not doing too good at that one.
Go ahead.
Actually, I did actually think about doing like a photo shoot for, clients, but I mean, I guess I kind of slept on it, and that's what happens. I mean, whenever you think of an idea and then you sleep on it, then it doesn't happen and it sets you back. So
I'm a talk about something that I have zero knowledge about, but it's something that like impacted me. I think it was a book called the 5 minute rule, and it's like when you I use it when I really need to get things done. I will say that I need to do better at implementing this in my life, but that is my advice. If you need money and you need to get things done and you want to go use that 5 minute rule, the moment that you think about it, do it. Just drop whatever you're doing and do it now. Because if you don't do it, you're going to forget. And that rule, that book, that rule, literally, it's like within the first couple pages, I like read that and I was like, I'm running with this. And it's helped me just accomplish so much more, like be actionable. Like the moment you think about it, just do it. Schedule it. And I know you're gonna drop the laundry, the lawn, whatever you're doing. You're gonna drop whatever you're doing. You're gonna suffer in other places, but at least you get what you need done.
So that's funny because my wife struggles with fatigue. She's always fatigued, and so somebody recommended that book to her, and she read it, and it actually helped her a lot. And she recommended it to me because supposedly that book is for people with ADHD, right, or with whatever, I don't know.
Oh, I need that book.
So yeah, it just puts you in that mindset where you think about it, just do it.
Yeah.
Don't wait too long because you can sit there and I think that's one of the biggest problems with realtors. Real estate agent or salespeople, just salespeople in general, salespeople that have ADHD, have all those
Most of us
diseases,
do.
everything that everybody freaking talks about. Those are some of the best freaking salespeople.
Yeah,
They're the best
heard that
salespeople.
too.
And the thing about it is that whenever you tell a person with ADHD, hey, you know what, let's you got to sell this house, right? He doesn't just think about selling the house. He thinks about what the house is going to look like, what he should do, how he should market it. He should probably put it in the paper. He should probably this. He should probably this. The next thing you know, he has built himself such a huge plan that he talks himself out of even doing any of it. And
Even
says,
starting.
Oh, whatever. If it happens, it happens, And that's I think that's the toughest part, whenever you're in sales, when you have a mental block like that,
Yeah, I think when I started making some progress and things, because I struggled with that a lot of making these like plans and wanted everything to be perfect and really executing at different like stages of the plan. I had to get comfortable with like not finishing the plan like right then and there, which is something that like I want when I start something, I want to finish it. I don't want to leave it done. And I think this goes back to a conversation I'll never forget. I think it was like 2012. Me and Nate we were at the Builders, and I think you had an assistant at the time, and Nate called me on we're driving home or whatever. Our communities were close, and he's like, "Man, this guy started doing the Excel sheet, and he just like got up at 5 o'clock and was like, hey, bro, I'm gonna clock out." And like me and Nate were laughing about it, and I didn't realize how weird it was, but I had my assistant in my car with me. So Nate was telling me, bro, this dude like got up and like just clocked out, and I was like, what a freaking loser. And he goes, yeah, he didn't finish the Excel sheet. I was like, bro, I feel like I would stay up like bothered that I didn't finish doing the damn Excel sheet for the event that we were throwing. Like, that's crazy. And Nate was like, yeah, I'm gonna finish it, I'll call you later, and whatever. It was a conversation in the car, really nothing to the conversation, but I had my assistant in the car at the time, and I was driving, and he was just like, well, we only get paid until 5 o'clock. And I was like, what? And he was like, we only get paid. And I was like, bro, if we only get paid until 5, okay, great. I only pay you until 5 o'clock. If I don't finish my job, do the Excel sheet, get marketing, get sales, get people in through here, you're going to be out of a job. Well, if I'm willing to pay you another hour to finish the Excel sheet, why wouldn't you do it? He's like, well, I'm only scheduled till 5. I'm only going to stay here till 5. I was like, okay, well, why don't you just schedule to yourself till the end of the month, and then we find somewhere else for you to work next month? How about that? And he was like, over the Excel sheet, he's like, I'm not even working with you. I was like, bro, if you don't understand that, I don't know what you're doing here.
Yeah.
You're never going to make it here. And I remember it was the most awkward car ride, and the fight wasn't even with my assistant. Me and Nate were making fun of his assistant, and I ended up firing my assistant over it. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. It's like not completing those tasks, not doing those things. So back to where this book and how it helps me is I don't finish. I know that I'm not going to finish everything, and I know I can't handle everything. So I have to start with step one now. So step one now is set the date. Start inviting some people. Set the date. Do the Excel sheet. So I think like if you start, like just give yourself that task.
Yeah, because I think definitely most realtors or any entrepreneur can probably go through analysis paralysis. Well, is what happens, right? You have this whole game plan that you want to go through, and then you just get stuck there and you do nothing. And what we teach our agents here at Lionsgate Realty is that there is simple steps to every single thing that we do that need to be done for every single project, right? Of course, like the podcast, we have our topics. We send them over to our guests at the day of the of the podcast.
Yeah.
So they can come here and they'll be surprised, right? And they'll have something to go with. But whenever we get a listing, we know right away, hey, you're going to need your sign. You're going to need to take pictures. We have in-house media. You need to schedule it that same day. In-house media, they take pictures for our real estate stuff on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We know we have 2 days for that. So we try to remove as much of the thinking process away from you to where you can be creative. And if you don't have those systems down, which is really what it is a system right in place to take care of the small, simple stuff, then the small, simple stuff is not going to it's not going to allow you to grow and continue to get even better. If you don't have this down, you don't have this like back to back to where this is a process you're going to do every single time. You're meeting with a client, you need your buyer's rep. There's no reason why you shouldn't have a buyer's rep with you or try to do it on the fly, right? You already know you're going to have to give them the buyer's rep, bring it with you.
Yeah.
And we teach our agents that here is to be prepared. If you're not prepared, then you're preparing to fail.
Yeah, for sure.
So Cynthia actually had a really good topic before we got in here. I don't know if she wanted to share with us that topic. We were talking about with Eli in our office. That's I guess it's a can we call it a pandemic that's happening in Baytown?
Pandemic problems.
No.
Oh, really? We're going to go there?
Oh, I didn't know. 'Cause I mean, the married people that I know in Baytown have been married for ages. So.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So
I'm not from Baytown.
We don't talk about Baytown.
She said, "I'm not from Baytown."
Yeah,
I'm from Montbellier.
That's
I can't speak on that. I'm a family man myself. So.
That's terrible.
Wait, did you want to dive into that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to put Cynthia on the spot. Trying to get her nervous, but go ahead.
But going back
Didn't
into
work.
systems, what are some systems that you've put into place for yourself to help you with real estate in general? Because how long have you been in the business?
5 years.
5 years now. So I'm pretty sure you have some systems for you that work great for you. Like, what is some advice you would give to a newer agent? It's like, hey, like these are some steps you should just include on your day-to-day basis.
Honestly, what really worked for me the first couple of years in real estate was going to the office. I know that a lot of people can work from home. I'm not that type of person. I need to go be around people and just, absorb that knowledge from other agents, from experienced agents. And that really worked for me. I mean, it definitely gave me a lot of knowledge.
And when you go to, go ahead.
And like a confidence in, doing what I was doing. Working with clients.
So I've heard a few realtors tell me that the reason why they don't like going to the office is because sometimes they feel like they're not doing anything, so they feel like they're not productive. And I always tell them, like, going to the office sometimes, even if you don't have clients, is there for you to go and pay attention to the other realtors that do. You can hear them talk on the phone. You can ask them questions. And if you want to do shadowing, which every realtor always says they want to do, you can do it there in office. Is that something that helped you? Is that something that you did?
Yeah, definitely shadow. I had a mentor there, and I mean, it helped. It helped a lot, actually. It just wasn't enough help because I was just so busy. But like I like coming here, and I see Flora a lot of the times, and I'm like, man, I would love to join and work with her, and because I mean, sometimes you need that other agent, that co-worker or co-agent to be like, hey, let's go do content. Let's go to the model homes. Let's do a video, or hey, help me record this, that kind of stuff. So it just helps to have, somebody. I do a lot of those things with one of my best friends.
So you mentioned something really important right now. You said that you would love to join. Do you mind if I ask, like, what's stopping you there? Are you a little bit too loyal to another relationship? What's going on?
I'm really loyal.
Okay.
You never know, though.
No, I was asking. I wasn't making insinuations.
I'm still negotiating.
I just want to put out that we did not tell Giovanni to ask you that on camera.
No, she didn't brought it up herself. She said she would love to join. So let me find out.
You said I would love to join.
Yes, I would love to join.
Flo said, "What are you waiting for?"
I love. You know what it is?
Bro?
I love working. I love being part of a team. I love. I cannot work out by myself. I need a trainer. I need to have a group setting.
So the thing is, what you're talking about, or what you're describing is the iron sharpens iron, right? And it's funny because that's the type of sales training that I got. I came from a boiler room type setting sales training. It was like a bunch of freaking cocky young sales guys that were just ragging on each other and really. We built ourselves up by picking and bullying each other, And I think most of the freaking sales guys I grew up with, or I was trained with, right? And that type of attitude, right? That type of person, that cocky, just jerk, right? And so the thing is that in real estate, it's that type of setting doesn't really work, right? Being a bully and all that stuff. For some reason, in real estate.
So why do you bully Giovanni all the time?
I'm gonna explain to you real quick, okay?
Well, one, we're family.
Let me tell you real quick. In real estate, that bullying doesn't really work, but it doesn't work. You know why? Because in our sales class, or the company that we worked for, we didn't care what the other dealership down the street was doing. We didn't care. We didn't have friends over there. They were enemies. They were the persons that we hated. We used to run into each other and we saw their little logos or whatever, and we were making fun of them and talking crap to them. You know what I'm saying? And here it's not like that. In the real estate industry, you see, you guys go out there to these events that I tell everybody to stay away from and meet other realtors. And what does that realtor over there tell you? Oh, it's so great over here. And oh, my manager, she really cares. Oh, she told me leave my husband and, be a realtor because he's holding me down. And it's like, you have these great, you have all these ideas. Instead of you just stick.
He put that Baytown swing to it too. I was like, God damn, bro.
The high pitch tone down.
I was trying to
That's just great.
I was trying to sound like that guy from that monster, that show. Remember that guy, the killer that was in that show? He dressed like a woman. I was trying to sound like that dude. But listen, the thing is this, okay?
Ed Gein.
Ed Gein, yeah. So the thing is this, okay? You have so many people telling you what to do and giving you so much advice instead of just sticking to your core group and listening to what they're talking about here, and stick to that and know that there's nothing better out there. You will be so successful doing whatever we have doing here. And the thing is that I do bully Giovanni. I even bully Vic. They bully me too. We all bully each other. This is the way it is. That's the way we bully Flor. Poor Flor. We bully her bad. Okay. But check this out. If you sit in another table from us and all the top producers are here and we're all talking to each other, you'd probably be like, oh my God, they hate each other. Or man, they're so ugly and so mean to each other. But in reality, we're sharpening each other up. Okay. And then they make money. Okay. All the ones that we're like, oh no, don't feel that way, and we have to be that way. We can't be ugly with them because they'll get in their feelings really quick. Those, they don't really make any money, and they're the first ones to leave, and they're the first ones to bad talk you when they're at another freaking realtor brokerage. The ones that you nurture and give all your time to, and like, oh, you're trying to be careful and you're tiptoeing around. It's always the one that has problems, So
it's like the whole good deed does go.
Yeah, no good deed goes unpunished, And the squeakiest wheel gets the most oil, but it's the one that gets replaced first.
Yeah,
hey, give me a third one. Give me a third one. You're on a roll. Come on, one more.
We definitely have to have some thick skin to be in real estate. Period.
You do,
and
yes.
To be here,
if you want to join Lionsgate Realty, you have to have thick skin. but you will make money. Bottom line.
I used to say that we do not have a toxic culture.
We do.
But I'm just going to go on ahead and admit it. We
Well,
do
you're
have
the
a
most
toxic
toxic
culture.
person
And I am the problem.
We love it, and we love it, and we love
Nick
it.
is the most toxic person here talking about topic.
Whenever we try to be nice, we're itching over here. Man, dang, his outfit looks terrible.
No, they brought up a great point that I was trying to make earlier. I couldn't kind of bring it into the conversation, but that is exactly what I was alluding to with what he brought up with the car dealerships. You know, that you're not over there looking at other car dealerships, seeing what their sales managers is doing and whatever. If anything, you're looking at sales. You're looking at numbers, and you want your numbers to beat that office's numbers. You don't care what their manager is talking about. You don't care what their sales training's like. You don't care what their logos, their merch, none of that. You just want to be better than them. And here, everybody wants to be friends. Here, everybody wants to have a good relationship together. And here, things are really difficult in real estate because you don't know where their loyalty stands, right? That's why, in our company, we have a top-down kind of culture and the executive level, right? We make our decisions and they go down. But management, team style, it's a clan culture, right? We have to be politically correct and we have to be nice and we have to be nurturing, right? But once you make it into that management level or your manager's comfortable talking on the phone with you in the car, good luck. Y'all all going to get it because we have a standard and we want to push each other and we want to be strong and we want to be better. I do want to be better than everyone out there. I do feel that I have the best real estate company. I have the best training. We have the best people here. I believe that all the way through. I don't care if your logos are better, your colors are better. I don't care about any of that. I'm better. I don't care. Yeah. One-on-one. I'll beat you.
And I think one of the things to say is like what we do here, at least
Period.
what we give is we do like praise in public and we punish in private.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's what we do. Praise
Definitely.
in public, punish in private. And I was talking to one of my realtors and I was telling them, I was like, what we do here, as a matter of fact, the meeting that we had yesterday about what is our core values, and the one that always stands out to me from Lionsgate Realty and what I really appreciate is accountability. So what I tell my realtors is whatever you tell me that you want to achieve, I'm going to help you. But if I'm putting time into you, I'm going to hold you accountable to that. And I don't care if you get upset because I'm holding you accountable to that because you told me that's what you wanted.
No.
So don't tell me something that you want to accomplish and I'm going to be on you every single week when I go through your pipeline. You're not achieving that and you're going to be like, oh, you're dogging me. Oh, you're on top of this. I'm trying to do the best. No, I'm going to hold you to what you told me you were going to do.
Yeah.
And if I'm putting time into you, that's my effort. That's my time that I can be putting into somebody else. So if you really don't want that, like, don't tell me that.
No.
But you know what I think is funny? To my knowledge, right? I don't know. But to my knowledge, I know of 2 realtors that have quit our company because their husbands were like pretty much like, hey, there's too many guys over there, and join a girls team, join a freaking brokerage where there's more girls because the guys are
What
just
a
over
weak
there,
man.
huh? Yeah, put a weak man like you said, right? And so these 2 that I know of, they quit because of that, right? And
It's
I'm
an
like,
inside joke.
yeah, and yeah. So I'm like, hey, you know what? There's no realtor in this company that we have ever told, leave your husband, he's holding you back. There's no realtor in this company that we're over here flirting and messing around with them, okay? And that's the thing is that they go to the girls' freaking team or the girl team real estate brokerage, and they're over there gassing each other up. Oh, no, leave him. Oh, no, do this. Oh, no, do that. And they're freaking one-upping each other with las tuneadas. And I'm like, dang. I said, what's going on? I said, that's wild.
Well, I don't want to be over here because I'm going to tell you why. You're going to tell me to go back to my husband.
Facts. We will say that.
Always go back to your husband. Go
Hey,
back to your
I said,
family.
bring your husband to the office. We're going to fix this in the
Bring your
conference
husband
room.
to your back, and we're going to work this out. Damn it.
Why aren't you listening to him?
Yeah, we're gonna do what they did in Goodfellas, bring them back in the room. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta go back home.
Yeah, you got to go back home.
Yeah,
you
you gotta
can't.
go back
No,
home.
you got to go back home.
We're not animals. You gotta go back to your family. You gotta.
KB first, guys.
She said, I don't want to join your brokerage because y'all encouraged me to stay with my husband.
We all do things we don't like.
That's great.
Deal with it.
That's great advertisement. Don't join Lionsgate Realty because they'll keep your family together.
Family first.
That's a good one.
We are family first.
Let's get rid of family first. We'll keep your family together.
Yeah. That's tough.
Y'all are so
Whenever
bad.
you go out and wild out and party a little bit too much, you'll have the whole family, the Lionsgate Realty family here to keep you together.
Yeah.
And talk y'all through it.
What's the rule on drinking in this brokerage?
As much
Drink
as you
till you
want.
can't remember.
No.
Yeah,
Dang it.
that way you can snitch on yourself.
What is
I don't know what happened.
If you don't remember, it didn't happen.
Go to the underground bar.
Cynthia laughed a little too hard about that one.
Yeah. That's terrible. That's
Not
terrible.
because it's coming
All
from
right,
Vic.
What's the rule, Nate? What's the rule? Let's hear it from the.
Dang.
So that only
That's
happened
a
once.
shot.
That only
That's
happened
a
once.
shot.
That only happened once. What's the rule?
Said Lionsgate Realty cannot drink until after 5 o'clock. That's the rule here.
Somewhere, right?
No. Here. In your timeline.
Your time zone. It's 5 o'clock
I
somewhere.
agree.
I do like Nate's 2-drink rule, but unfortunately, after 2 drinks, I get really sleepy. So
That's the point.
So
Go home.
So I got to keep going.
Go home. But
when I get to like drink 6 or 7, then I really come alive. So
so this is not a rule, but this is something that I always get into my realtors, and I'm like, hey, bro, I said, how did you get blacked out drunk on a freaking Tuesday and you had one closing in the last quarter, bro? Like that's a problem, you know? I said, I understand you freaking closed 10 freaking deals in a month and you're like, oh my God, let me go celebrate, you know? But the person that's closing 10 deals in 1 month is not worried about getting drunk. They're worried about going out there and spending some of that money, you know? And so, you know, bide your time, you know? Don't go out there freaking getting drunk on a Tuesday, getting drunk on a Monday. Who gets drunk on a Sunday?
No,
Sunday fun day.
That's
I think
wild.
the whole.
Yeah,
all
I
of
think
Houston-
everybody does.
I think
Really?
Houston's
Houston?
known.
Those are the good old
It's
days.
like Sunday thing.
That's wild.
I grew up already.
Are you asking for like a step-by-step game plan on how you do it? 'Cause that's really easy. You start
want me to
around
invite
9 in the morning with a little bit
So
in your
you can
coffee.
interview?
Yeah.
You can invite some people. Let me interview some people that drink on a Sunday, so I can find out why are they drinking on a Sunday or why they're getting drunk.
Hey, I could.
Period, with one closing in the
I could show
pipeline.
you better than I could tell you.
Yeah, so come along, yeah, Jordan, tag along, come shadow us.
Yeah.
Come shadow us.
Come shadow us.
Well, I'm
So-
glad I don't post much on.
What was that?
I said I'm glad I don't post much on social media.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
That
You
is
shouldn't.
the best advice I can give you. If you are drinking, stay off social media.
But seriously, everybody thinks I'm joking. But do I not have AA meetings?
And if you are posting, sorry,
No, I'm serious. Do I have AA meetings?
He has.
Joe's like,
Well, we don't listen. Like
Do
we
I
said,
have- I have AA meetings.
Unfortunately,
So listen.
no.
Nate coaches himself up on how not to drink like everybody at the office.
No, I'm talking to my realtors in the office, and I have AA meetings, and I tell you, you know, what you should and should not do when it comes to alcohol. I am going to open up that class to every realtor in the industry, and I'm going to host it. It's going to be sponsored at Boulevard, right? With Eli. So
An anti-drinking at the best
we're
one.
gonna go to Boulevard, and I'm gonna have the AA meeting at Boulevard. That's gonna be their responsibility to what they've done to this town. They're gonna give us their venue.
And that class is going to be so good, you will celebrate with a drink afterwards. So.
honestly, it's Eli's fault.
You know what? Eli is tied to a lot of these.
Yeah, he's like, let's take a shot.
Dang.
Damn, bro, you one of those?
The good thing is that they're really small shots.
That's awesome.
That's not good.
In defense of Eli, that is his job.
Yeah.
It's your fault if
You're
you're,
doing a
if you're
great job,
partaking
bud.
and overindulging. You know,
Yeah.
it's not. Eli doesn't make you overindulge. He just allows it.
Just to bring that back to this is and that is the number one problem with realtors is their lack of discipline. Right? They're not following their plans, they're not doing what they say they're gonna do, and they're not being true to themselves and what they want. And, you know, back to what we say about accountability, is be careful what you wish for because you're gonna get it. Here at Lionsgate Realty all the way through. Before it used to be when I was a producing agent, I used to tell my clients, if you want a home, I will get you that home. It might take me a year, it might take me 2 years while I build your credit, while you wait for your foreclosure to drop off your credit, whatever it was, but I'm getting you that home. And we have that same energy with our agents. You want to leave your full-time job and start doing real estate. You want to make more money. Whatever you're looking to do in real estate, you can accomplish it here at Lionsgate Realty. And that comes from accountability. Be careful what you wish for. You will get it.
I'm looking forward to matching and surpassing my first year in real estate next year.
I mean, hanging out with you for 6 months, I can guarantee you say that you can do that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
She used to being treated very badly wherever she's at. So that's why she thought it was gonna be negative. But no,
That's why I
no.
got divorced.
If you join Lionsgate Realty, for sure, in 2026 will be your year.
Yeah. I know you say it every year, but for real.
Yeah.
It's 2026, 2027.
I know it's like that. New Year's resolution. I'm gonna lose 20 pounds.
New year, new you.
Yeah.
Never happens.
I've never ran a weight loss New Year's resolution.
Oh, bro, give me that up, bro.
I've never ran it. My New Year's
right now.
resolutions, just to tell you how terrible my life has been, it was like I need to stop getting speeding tickets. This year it's gonna be I need to stop getting parking tickets out here because I need to stop. I need to stop. It's too much.
And maybe drinking Coke.
No.
Yeah. Dang.
Get a license.
I came one day, you had two
That
Coke
was-
bags. I came the next day, and they were all gone.
Bro, there's 60 people at this office. It's not just me.
That was pretty personal. You went
I
at
mean, I
his.
was just observing. Sorry, my observation.
I'm happy that they leave me 2-3 Cokes in the refrigerator. I go buy those and they're gone like this. I'm like, okay, cool.
But yeah, no, I mean,
less diabetes.
Nah, Nate used to sit in the office. You know, he said the story that when you worked, I don't know where you worked, but you mentioned that you used to work at like the either refineries or like I don't know, some like odd end job that you
You
had,
work at the refineries? Oh, mira.
and they wouldn't let you get the snacks. Remember you said that story because I was upset that the construction guys were getting the snacks, and I was I was like, bro, pero se están pasando, like they're taking all the snacks, and Nate was like, bro, they used to do that to me, just let them, and I was like, okay, cool. So we stocked the fridge, and that week I think I went to Mexico, and you were there, you were like, bro, they're like getting chips for their families, and their kids are coming in, and cousins, and everyone.
you give construction guys free stuff, they're gonna take for later.
Oh man,
They're gonna take a whole freaking pack with them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
now
give-
because
Because
they
they
don't
don't-
a scaffold too.
Yeah.
Just take a
so
scaffold.
I do drink a 12-pack a day, but that wasn't me.
Take some tools.
You still got that?
yeah.
I need to borrow that scaffold, bro.
Yeah,
Just to have it.
gloves. You know, we always got gloves. Yeah.
No, but back to what Cynthia was saying. She says 2026 she's gonna surpass
My first year.
her first year.
Put
in
a
real
number
estate,
on
right?
it. Put a number
Yeah,
out here in
that's-
the public.
That's exactly what I was gonna
All
tell
right, 200,000.
Let's
go.
Wait. Should I say?
you. Say whatever you want to say. Just say it with your chest
No,
out.
wait.
Own it. Don't be insecure.
Yeah.
Own it.
I don't
Say
know.
It.
You ain't gonna hit it with that attitude. You gotta go. You gotta go.
She said, "Wait,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
hold
yeah.
on. I don't know.
Wait, no,
Was it
half a
200,000?
million.
You're
Go
a
for it.
lioness.
No, hold on. Go for it. What did you make your first year?
Because like my first year, I did over 20 transactions. So that put me over, 6 figures.
Okay.
Making 6 figures. So I mean, I would love to be able to be that focused and that, dedicated to my career. But I'm gonna tell you, it was a lot of time away from family, and it was just a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I just want to be busy like that again.
Well, you shouldn't, with the right systems and the right structure, it shouldn't take you away from your family. You have to be willing to let some tasks go. You have to be willing to buy into the process, and you can make it happen.
But also in that same breath, right? The first year or two is time away from your family because you're
Yes.
trying to learn it. But now after the second year, it shouldn't be that way. Like Vic said, if you have processes and you have the right people helping you out, then you can have a balanced life with your family. And one thing too is that what we're big on here, we're big on family. If you show up to our office with your kids, we love it. That's what we built this company for. I used to freaking come to my office with my kids,
Right.
Educa tus hijos, though. We want good kids here too. But we like kids. We like them to be here. That's what we built. It reminds us of what we started this company for. So and I know you don't have kids no more, but maybe grandkids. But you could.
One day.
But the first year or two is away from your family. That shouldn't be happening anymore. You should have a balance of life and family, work-life balance. And 200,000 is setting it a little bit low for being 5 years in the business. The only person that could hold you, or that can stop you from making that type of money is yourself.
Well, I'm gonna continue with my mentor.
Okay,
So
sounds like a good mentor.
very.
Yeah.
Sounds
All right,
good.
guys. Well, I think that's where we're going to end the podcast today. Cynthia, let them know where they can find you and where they can add on to your houses and your goals for next year.
You can find me at Cynthia La Realtor on Instagram and Cynthia Trevino on Facebook.
My name is Victorino Cortez. I'm the president here at Lionsgate Realty. We are hiring, we are recruiting, we are keeping you accountable. You can find me on Instagram at Real Presidente, and look forward to hearing from you.
And I'm Nate Valderas. I'm the master broker for Lionsgate Realty. Master broker because I do hire other brokers and team leaders. I guess somebody asked me if I was in real estate. I think they didn't know I was in real estate. I am in real estate. I do at an executive level, not out there in the streets, doing events at Boulevard. But yeah, you can always hit me up at Better Call Nate.
Dang, but is Boulevard our sponsor today?
Yeah.
We got in so many shout
Yeah, I
outs.
had
Well, I don't see one bottle here or nothing.
Highly recommend.
we actually had to say it 10 times, and you just helped us hit that threshold.
Yes,
so thank you,
thank you,
Giovanni.
All right, guys, I am your gracious host here at the HBR podcast. You can find us every single Thursday on YouTube. And if you would like to be a guest, feel free to reach out to us on our Instagrams. You can find me on Instagram as Giovanni East HTX. Until